We need to stop this. Hey guys, so as you know, there is a lot going on at the moment everywhere with the elections. But you know what I'm seeing going on? More important than the elections, which I know a lot of people will disagree with. But all I am seeing everywhere is nothing but disdain, disrespect for one another, between friends, between families, between everyone, just because they want someone else to run. Now, everyone is entitled to their opinion. We know this. It is perfectly fine to want Trump, to want Hillary, to want whoever. It's perfectly fine. But I am seeing too many people disrespect others, break up friendships and everything just because they want someone else in office. Now, yes, it is perfectly fine to be a little bit unhappy with someone else's decision, but do you go demeaning them for it? Do you go making fun of them for it? Do you go telling them they're a horrible person for it? No, you don't. And some people are doing this right now, mainly about the election, calling each other fascists and all sorts. I am seeing this within my own Facebook list. I'm not going to name names, but I am sick of seeing arguments and slander and disdain and disrespect between people who were best friends just over this. People I love dearly do want something different from me when it comes to the elections and all sorts. But you know what? Who gives a just because they disagree with you doesn't mean they're wrong. And you may be asking yourself, why is this under Bullying 101? Because it is bullying. It's political bullying. It's belief bullying. You are bullying other people if you're doing this for just what they believe in. Now, what's happened in the past when, and I'm talking way in the past, when there's been two candidates, so people on one side, people on the other, people discuss it, they look at different points, and then one person gets elected, the people that were voting for the other person are kind of like, I'm not happy, but do you know what, let's deal with it, let's get on with it, we'll just see what happens. That is how this should be done. People are not happy about who has been elected. But you know what? There's a lot of other people out there who just want peace. Even though your beliefs are strong and your beliefs to you are right. I don't care what you believe in, but you know what? You should believe in the people you know. You should believe in your friends. I am not saying to have the same belief as them. I'm saying to stop treating them like dirt just because they have a different belief. You might think it's more important than that because it's politics. It's not. You are just doing exactly what the government wants. And I am not going to go into conspiracy theories here because I am a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. But you know what? All you're doing is turning you and your friends against each other. The more broken apart the countries are, the worse it's gonna be. If you want things to happen that are good for the country, the first step you need to do is to respect other people's opinions. Now, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. For a long time, I have been put down about my beliefs, put down about my opinions. I am now in a place where I'm happy that people do respect my opinions. And I am sick of seeing on my own friends list people that have told me themselves, oh, I would never put you down for your belief. You're doing it right now to other people, to people you're meant to be friends with, you're meant to love, you're meant to adore or respect or whatever. It's not a good situation right now, guys. This is the problem. Most people seem to think that who's elected is going to make the most problems. No, it's not true. I don't care who's elected. If you don't keep the country as a unity, as one, you are the one causing the problem. You're putting people down just for having a belief. It's fine to have debates. That is totally different. A healthy debate once in a while will do no harm, and it's quite good actually for some people. I enjoy a nice debate every now and then. Me and Lee will do it. We'll have a wee debate about something we don't agree with. But we have never once had hatred or disdain towards each other just for a different belief. I know the elections are very important, but it is exactly the same thing as of, I think oranges are the best fruit. You do? Then I'm not being your friend. And that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what political bullying within the masses is. It's you not respecting other people for what they want, for what they have a right to want and believe. I need a breather. So, ask yourself this. Have I been disrespectful towards someone just because of who they wanted voted in? I want you to ask yourself this very carefully, and I want you to look at whether you have or not. And here is my challenge for you. If you have done this, and it's okay, as long as you go back to that person and you say, do you know what? I still don't agree with what you believe, but I shouldn't have said that to you. I shouldn't have treated you that way just because you believe something. That one little sentence, that little telling them, I don't agree, but I shouldn't have been like that towards you. I'm sorry. That is what everywhere and everyone needs right now, is that bit of respect, that humility, bringing yourselves down off pedestals to say, I'm sorry I was a dick. You really need to respect other people's opinions, and I'm sorry if I pissed you off by being like this, but it's true. I am extremely unhappy with some people's visions towards the elections and that. But you know what? I've not said a single thing to them. I have little conversations here and there. They give me their points, I give them my points, and then it's like, meh, okay, you know? There's no hatred between us or anything like that. We're like, okay, fine. I still believe mine, you still believe yours. It's fine, you know? It's healthy to have that mutual respect and ability to speak to someone else about differing opinions. Now, if you cannot find yourself staying calm when speaking about the other opinions, then don't. Quite simple. I know what it's like to deal with anger. I know what it's like to deal with, what's the word I'm looking for? I know what it's like to find it very, very, very hard to see another person's point. It's the same for all of us for certain things. But if I find this, I generally stay away from the topic completely. If they bring it up, I will say to them, look, I know that I'm probably going to get pissy if we discuss this, so can we just not? It took me a long time to be able to say that instead of just stay quiet or get angry, but that is what I do, and I think so many of us need to do this. Either have a healthy discussion or just don't. You all have the right to your opinion, I have the right to my opinion, and my opinion is stop bullying others for their beliefs. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did, hit subscribe if you want to see more, although I will not be discussing politics in the future unless I really have to. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!